Prison doctor drops triplet bombshell. Bill Spencer races against time to save Luna and unborn babies. The walls of the Los Angeles County Jail have never felt more suffocating than they do now for Luna Nozawa. Behind bars and carrying what she believed would be her ticket to freedom, the troubled young woman is facing her darkest hour yet. But a shocking revelation from the prison's medical staff has just changed everything, and has sent Bill Spencer into a state of absolute panic. According to sources close to the situation, a prison doctor made an urgent call to Bill Spencer with news that has rocked the Spencer patriarch to his core. Luna isn't just pregnant with one baby, she's carrying triplets. And with the recent prison beatings she's endured at the hands of fellow inmates, all 3 babies are now in serious jeopardy. The revelation came during a routine medical examination after Luna was found with severe facial injuries, including a black eye and swollen features. While Bill had initially dismissed Luna's condition as another one of her manipulative schemes to win sympathy and secure her release, the doctor's assessment painted a far more disturbing picture. The doctor's dire warning. The prison physician didn't mince words when speaking with Bill. During the examination, advanced ultrasound imaging revealed not 1, not 2, but 3 distinct heartbeats. Luna Nozawa is pregnant with triplets, a discovery that nobody, least of all the Spencer family, could have anticipated. But the shocking news didn't end there. The doctor expressed grave concerns about the safety of both Luna and her unborn children. The physical trauma Luna has sustained from inmate attacks poses a significant risk to the pregnancy. With Luna showing signs of distress and the baby's vital signs being closely monitored, the medical professional made it clear that continuing the pregnancy behind bars could result in catastrophic consequences. These babies are at risk every single day she remains in this environment, the doctor reportedly told Bill during their conversation. The stress, the violence, the inadequate prenatal care, it's a recipe for disaster. We're talking about potential miscarriage, premature labor, or worse. The words hit Bill like a freight train. Despite his fury at Luna for what she did to his son Will and despite his determination to keep her locked away for her crimes, the reality of 3 innocent lives hanging in the balance has shaken him to his core. Bill's internal battle. Bill Spencer is a man who prides himself on being tough, decisive, and unwavering in his convictions. He's built an empire on his ability to make hard calls and stick to them. But this situation has thrust him into an impossible position that's testing every fiber of his being. Just days ago, Bill had stood firm in his resolve to keep Luna behind bars. He'd visited her in prison and made his position crystal clear: she would rot in jail, and once her baby was born, she would never see the child again. Bill had been burned once before when he secured Luna's pardon, only to have her assault his son and create this entire nightmare. He wasn't about to be fooled twice. Bill had even boasted to Katie Logan and Will that he would use all of his power, influence, and connections, the same resources he'd once used to free Luna, to ensure she stayed imprisoned this time. His plan had been straightforward: leave Luna locked up, let her give birth in custody, and then take the baby away to be raised by the Spencer family, far from Luna's toxic influence. But triplets? 3 grandbabies facing danger every moment Luna remains in that violent environment? That changes everything. Bill found himself pacing the Spencer mansion, his mind racing with conflicting emotions. Anger at Luna for her crimes. Guilt over getting her pardoned in the first place, which allowed her to hurt Will. Responsibility toward his unborn grandchildren. And now, panic at the thought that his desire to see justice served might cost 3 innocent lives. The beatings that changed everything. The catalyst for this crisis has been the ongoing violence Luna has faced behind bars. During her previous stint in prison for murder, Luna had emerged with severe injuries that prompted Bill's initial intervention. At the time, he believed she was a victim of prison brutality and needed protection. What Bill didn't know then, and only recently discovered, was that Luna had orchestrated those beatings herself. She had convinced her cellmate to rough her up, calculating that visible injuries would trigger Bill's protective instincts and secure her release. The strategy had worked perfectly. Bill had been horrified by her battered appearance and moved Luna to house arrest at the Spencer mansion, eventually using his considerable influence to secure a full pardon. It was a manipulation of the highest order, and Bill had fallen for it completely. Now, history appears to be repeating itself. Luna has once again emerged from her cell with a black eye and facial swelling. She's once again claiming she's being targeted by violent inmates. And she's once again pleading that her life, and now the lives of her babies, are in danger. Bill's first instinct was to dismiss it all as another con. He'd warned Katie and Will that Luna was pulling the same stunt, trying to manipulate them with crocodile tears and phony injuries. He'd even called her out during his prison visit, making it clear he wasn't falling for her tricks this time. But then the doctor called. And suddenly, the equation became far more complicated. A race against time. The prison doctor's call has forced Bill into a position he never wanted to be in, becoming Luna's savior once again. But this time, it's not about Luna, it's about 3 innocent babies who never asked to be part of this nightmare. Sources indicate that Bill has been making frantic calls to his legal team, exploring every possible option to get Luna out of the general prison population. The doctor has recommended immediate transfer to a medical facility where Luna can receive proper prenatal care for a high-risk multiple pregnancy, but navigating the legal and bureaucratic obstacles has proven challenging. Bill is beside himself, a source close to the family revealed. He knows that every hour Luna spends in that environment is another hour those babies are at risk. But he also knows that if he gets her out, he's playing right into her hands again. It's tearing him apart. The situation is further complicated by the Spencer family's unified stance against helping Luna. Katie has been adamant that Luna should face the full consequences of her actions. Will, still traumatized by what Luna did to him, wants nothing to do with her. Even Steffi Forrester has made it her personal mission to ensure Luna stays locked up for life. But Bill is the patriarch of the Spencer family, and these are Spencer babies, 3 of them. The weight of that responsibility is crushing. The medical reality of triplets in prison. The prison doctor's concerns are not unfounded. Multiple pregnancies, especially triplets, are considered high risk even under ideal circumstances. The expectant mother requires specialized prenatal care, frequent monitoring, proper nutrition, and a stress-free environment, none of which are readily available in a correctional facility. Add to that the physical danger Luna faces from other inmates, and the situation becomes genuinely life-threatening. The doctor has documented Luna's injuries and noted that any trauma to her abdomen could trigger premature labor or cause placental complications that could endanger all 3 fetuses. The prison's medical facilities, while adequate for basic health care, are not equipped to handle a high-risk triplet pregnancy. The doctor has made it clear that Luna needs to be transferred to a hospital with a maternal-fetal medicine specialist who can provide the level of care these babies require to survive. The manipulation question. Despite the medical urgency, doubts linger about Luna's role in all of this. Bill and his family can't shake the suspicion that Luna has somehow orchestrated this entire scenario, from the pregnancy itself to the timing of the revelation about triplets. Could Luna have known about the triplets all along and kept it secret until the right moment? Did she deliberately provoke inmates to attack her, knowing it would create a medical emergency? Is the prison doctor being manipulated as well, fed false information or swayed by Luna's performance as a desperate mother-to-be? These questions haunt Bill as he wrestles with his decision. Luna has proven herself to be a master manipulator, capable of elaborate deceptions that have fooled multiple people. Her ability to fake pregnancy tests, manipulate DNA results, and orchestrate complex schemes makes it impossible to trust anything she says or does. Yet the ultrasound images don't lie. The doctor's medical assessment is based on objective findings, not Luna's testimony. 3 babies exist, and they are in danger. That much appears to be true regardless of Luna's intentions. What happens next? Bill Spencer now finds himself at a crossroads. He can stand firm on his principles, keep Luna incarcerated, and risk the lives of 3 innocent babies. Or he can bend to the reality of the situation, secure Luna's transfer to a medical facility, and face the wrath of his family who will see it as him being manipulated yet again. The Spencer mansion has become a war room as Bill consults with his lawyers, medical advisors, and family members. Katie has urged caution, warning Bill that Luna may be playing him. Will has begged his father not to let Luna out, fearing she'll find a way to worm her way back into their lives. Steffi has vowed to fight any attempt to free Luna, promising to use her own resources to keep the dangerous woman behind bars. But Bill keeps coming back to the same haunting thought: what if he does nothing and those babies die? What if his stubbornness and his determination not to be fooled again costs 3 Spencer heirs their lives? Could he live with that decision? The clock is ticking, and Bill Spencer must make a choice. The prison doctor has made it clear that time is of the essence. Every day Luna remains in general population is another day those triplets face potentially fatal danger. The beatings could continue. The stress could trigger premature labor. The inadequate prenatal care could lead to developmental problems or worse. The stakes have never been higher. As Bill struggles with the most difficult decision of his life, one thing is certain: the stakes have never been higher. 3 innocent lives hang in the balance, caught between a manipulative woman's scheming and a family's desire for justice. Will Bill Spencer find a way to protect his unborn grandchildren without falling victim to Luna's manipulation once again? Can he navigate the legal system quickly enough to get Luna the medical care she needs? And what will happen if Luna's triplet pregnancy turns out to be yet another elaborate deception in her ongoing game of survival? The answers to these questions will determine not just Luna's fate, but the future of the entire Spencer family. For now, Bill Spencer is racing against time, driven by a grandfather's instinct to protect 3 tiny lives that never asked to be part of this twisted saga. Whether he's being played for a fool or genuinely saving his grandchildren remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: Bill Spencer will not rest until those babies are safe, even if it means helping the one person he swore never to help again. Next, we will dive deep into the electrifying twists awaiting fans during the week of October 27th on The Bold and the Beautiful. As the drama intensifies in the glamorous world of Los Angeles high society, unexpected romances ignite, heartfelt pleas for reconciliation shake family foundations, and youthful indiscretions threaten to unravel long-buried secrets. This week's episodes promise a whirlwind of passion, betrayal, and shocking revelations that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats, questioning every alliance and desire in the Forrester empire and beyond. Let's start with the sizzling chemistry brewing between Deacon Sharp and Taylor Hayes, a pairing that could redefine forbidden attractions in the soap opera landscape. Recently, Deacon, ever the resilient survivor of family scandals, confided in his father about the stunning survival of Luna Nozawa, a twist that shattered his assumptions of loss and grief. The revelation hit harder when Deacon discovered that his ex-wife, the enigmatic Sheila Sharp, had known about Luna's fate all along but chose silence, letting him suffer in isolation. Fueled by rage and a desperate need for clarity, Deacon stormed away from the confrontation, only to seek solace in the professional guidance of Taylor Hayes, the poised psychiatrist whose own heart has been tangled in the web of Ridge Forrester's affections for years. In a vulnerable session filled with raw emotion, Deacon doesn't just unload his burdens, he challenges Taylor to confront her lingering attachment to Ridge, urging her to break free from the cycle of unrequited longing that has defined her relationships. As the conversation turns intimate, Deacon suggests they explore uncharted territory together, a bold proposition that culminates in him leaning in for a passionate kiss, their lips meeting in a moment charged with the thrill of the taboo. This encounter hints at the spark of a clandestine affair, one that could explode into full-blown romance if Taylor succumbs to the temptation, potentially drawing her away from the Forrester fold and into Deacon's unpredictable orbit. Imagine the fallout. Ridge's jealousy could reignite old rivalries, while Sheila might weaponize this development to manipulate her way back into Deacon's life, adding layers of intrigue to an already volatile dynamic. Taylor's internal conflict, torn between her ethical boundaries as a therapist and her personal desires, promises scenes of profound psychological depth, exploring themes of healing through vulnerability and the dangers of blurring professional lines. Shifting gears to the heartfelt saga of Liam Spencer and Hope Logan, where redemption arcs collide with the dream of second chances, this week delivers a proposal that tugs at every emotional string. Liam, haunted by his past errors in judgment, impulsive decisions that fractured his marriage and scattered his family, has been on a relentless quest to reclaim the life he envisions with Hope and their daughter Beth. Recognizing his flaws hasn't been easy, but Liam's determination shines through as he draws strength from unlikely allies. His father, the media mogul Bill Spencer, offers tough love wisdom drawn from his own history of romantic missteps, reminding Liam that true love demands persistence and self-improvement. Katie Logan, ever the voice of reason in the Spencer clan, echoes the support, sharing stories of her own triumphs over heartbreak to bolster Liam's resolve. Even young Will Spencer, typically caught up in his own teenage dramas, surprises everyone by championing the reunion of Lope, as fans affectionately call the couple, perhaps seeing in their story a blueprint for his own budding relationships. Building on this momentum, Liam orchestrates a tender moment where he drops to one knee before Hope, his eyes brimming with sincerity as he presents a sparkling ring symbolizing renewed commitment. Hope's reaction, a wide-eyed smile mixed with stunned disbelief, captures the complexity of her feelings, a blend of lingering hurt and flickering hope for stability. "Let's rebuild our family, piece by piece," Liam implores, his words laced with the promise of shared parenting and unbreakable bonds. The inclusion of Beth Spencer in upcoming scenes adds a poignant layer. Picture the little girl, with her innocent intuition, tugging at Hope's hand during a family outing, her wide eyes pleading for unity in a way only a child can. This could be the tipping point, swaying Hope toward acceptance, but not without exploring her fears of repeating past pains. Liam's history of wavering loyalties might resurface in flashbacks, forcing her to weigh forgiveness against self-preservation. If Hope says yes, it could herald a new chapter of domestic bliss amid the Logan's fashion empire, but rejection might propel Liam toward darker impulses, testing the Spencers' unity in unexpected ways. Meanwhile, at the heart of Forrester creations, whispers and curiosities swirl around young Deke Sharp's mysterious personal life, setting the stage for confrontations that blend youthful rebellion with corporate intrigue. The showroom, a hub of elegance and innovation, buzzes with speculation as colleagues and family probe Deke about his elusive boyfriend, a secret he's guarded like a prized design sketch. Unable to evade the questions indefinitely, Deke takes a decisive step, striding confidently into the bustling space and inviting his partner to meet key figures, the poised Hope Logan, the fiery Electra Forrester, and the enigmatic Daphne Rose. The introduction unfolds dramatically when Electra locks eyes on Remy Price, Deke's boyfriend, and her composure shatters in a torrent of shock and unspoken history, perhaps a buried connection from their shared past in the cutthroat world of modeling or a forgotten betrayal that Electra never fully processed. This freakout isn't just a fleeting reaction, it unravels threads of old wounds, forcing Electra to confront emotions she's long suppressed, potentially straining her alliances within the Forrester family. As the week progresses, Carter Walton edges closer to Daphne, their interactions laced with subtle flirtations during late-night strategy sessions on upcoming collections. Could this spark a power couple dynamic that challenges the status quo, with Carter's legal acumen complementing Daphne's creative flair? Looming over these personal entanglements is the pivotal decision regarding Luna Nozawa's baby, a delicate matter intertwined with custody battles, paternity doubts, and ethical dilemmas that could divide loyalties at Forrester. Electra, already reeling from the boyfriend revelation, shares a candid heart-to-heart with her Aunt Ivy Forrester, delving into the pressures of impending motherhood and the sacrifices it demands in their high-stakes lifestyle. Ivy, drawing from her own experiences navigating family expectations, offers grounded advice, but Electra grapples with whether this baby business overwhelms her ambitions. Envisioning a future where boardroom battles clash with nursery duties, she might opt to step back, handing reins to others and altering the Forrester power structure. This arc not only humanizes Electra, revealing vulnerabilities beneath her bold exterior, but also teases broader implications. A baby's arrival could unearth hidden paternities or corporate espionage tied to Luna's survival, weaving personal stakes into the fabric of business rivalries. As these storylines intertwine, the week of October 27th on The Bold and the Beautiful masterfully balances steamy romances with familial reckonings, ensuring every character arc pulses with potential for explosive developments. Deacon and Taylor's kiss might evolve into a full affair that topples Ridge's world, while Liam's proposal hangs in the balance, hinging on Hope's trust and Beth's innocent influence. Deke's introduction of Remy could ignite Electra's unresolved traumas, paving the way for Carter and Daphne's budding alliance to counter emerging threats, and the Luna baby decision promises ethical twists that test Forrester loyalties. Tune in daily to witness how these curveballs reshape alliances, ignite passions, and redefine legacies in this iconic CBS drama. Stay spoiled, and remember, in the world of B&B, no secret stays buried for long.